Isn't it interesting that in the Great Commission, which is only mentioned in Matthew chapter 28, that they were told to make disciples for themselves, and they went out and did just that. Now, Jesus, of course, was speaking to the disciples in that moment, and again, we see that that's been done. Okay, here's an example. Mark was written by John Mark, at least that's what we're told through history, and he got his gospel from Peter. He made him his disciple. Now, we go to Luke, and Luke's gospel comes from, according to history, Paul. Paul revealed all these mysteries to the Gentiles. Isn't it interesting that Paul was the one that gave this, through Holy Spirit, to Luke? So the disciples have already been made. What's your thoughts on that? Again, Luke 21, speaking to the bride. I believe it's Mark 13 or Mark 14 that speaks to the lukewarm, and Matthew 24 that speaks solely to the Jews. Now, all of Matthew for the Jews, all of Mark for the lukewarm, and all of Luke for the bride of Christ. But isn't it interesting, to say the least, that they did indeed go out and make disciples? Paul, not being originally a part of the 12 disciples, but gave his gospel and his revelation to Luke. Luke wrote it to Theophilus. Theophilus is, in the Greek definition, a friend of God. And then Peter gave his gospel over to Mark. What's your thoughts on that? Love to know.